up, my beautiful Scorpio gang, Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. We're going to read your tarot cards. Just a reminder, these are general messages on YouTube, so that means that not everything I say will resonate with every single Scorpio out there. Know that in advance, come in with realistic expectations. I hope lots of these messages motivate you, inspire you, empower you, offer you confirmation on things you're thinking and feeling. And if they don't, that's okay. Please release the messages that don't resonate with you. Assume they're going out to someone else who needs to hear them. All right, Scorp. The intro, it's always a little clunky. You are responsible and accountable for all your own actions and decisions. Now let's tap into that beautiful Scorpio energy and get them some high vibe messages. What's a message I can share with my Scorpio gang this week? Something that might be coming in for them, something to be made aware of. Uh-oh. The first thing I got was news of a disappointment. Uh-oh. And that's when you all stopped watching. Now, let's see. I'm here to help. I'm here to help you work through this. So what's the deal with that? Disappointing news. That's honestly the first thing I get with Five of Cups. The thing with the Five of Cups is we have to remember it speaks to our emotions, right? So this is something that may be troubling for your heart to hear. Heavy news, right? But not all is lost. Something, you can make a positive out of what could be a negative situation. So yes, something has spilled, something has gone awry. In a sense, if something's been spilled, you may not ever get that one thing back. Though not necessarily, but in the time being, it's saying, yeah, there's going to be a transitional period in your emotions, but really it's up to you to find the silver lining and what can be salvaged from this. So let's hop right in and find out what can be salvaged from this, Scorpio. This can be a card of being all stuck in your feels. It can be a card of not being able to see the forest from the trees because you're so in it. You may have been very obsessed about a certain person or thing or subject, and for some reason or another, the universe may be throwing up obstacles and saying, not that one. And so you might take it to heart. But of course, you always have choice, right? You always can choose to not emotionally invest in something if you think that the universe is saying no. And I think they are. I think they're saying no because yes to this one. There's something else coming in for you. Aces. Look at you. Some of you are going to be exchanging a lot of messages with an Aries, specifically. I suppose it could be something to do with your family, specifically a father. Or yeah, someone who's sort of very fiery, very masculine in their nature. Some of you are going to be getting another job offer. So if this represents heavy-hearted news regarding some sort of opportunity or job, because this has to do with career, the Emperor, you may be getting lots of words, lots of messages to maybe come in for an interview and see if you're a good fit, right? You can choose to view this through career and finances lens. Others of you, this could absolutely be romantic. Someone who's they have a solid foundation set up. They have a good footing in life. They're starting to build their own empire, so they're in a place where they can foster love relationships in a very powerful way, I guess I would say. And I mean, this could be you, right? You guys, you share a similar, or you're both ruled by planet Mars, you and Aries. So it could be you, maybe stepping out of your comfort zone to make a love offer to someone else. But it seems like maybe this is finally cutting ties with something that was slowing you down, right? This doesn't have to be, futuristic per se. This could be something that you were going through or struggling with. And it really is all about choosing to see the silver lining that, yeah, if something didn't work out, have faith, have trust that there's something greater out there for you. Because I promise you, Scorpio, there always is. These cards are very good. Yeah, the Emperor. I like that. Something about I always associate the number 4 with like the 4 corners of a house. You need the stability. You need the solidarity. You need something rugged to withstand the amount of love and passion you have, right? And maybe that represents a romantic suitor. Possibly an Aries. It doesn't have to be. Yeah, someone who wants to build with you, maybe sending you messages because there's good compatibility there. Yeah, this could definitely be a love offer. Possibly someone from your past, although it's in the reverse. So I almost think that means if there's still someone from your past that you're holding on to, in fact, that may be the difference of bridging the gap, right? If we're in the 5, what comes after the 5 is the 6. And I think it has to do with cutting out the past, releasing an ex and moving optimistically, into the future, into new relationships. And not to say you have to leapfrog from one to the other. I don't really advise that either. I would say really do the healing work. Do that sort of internal reflection of, well, why am I feeling this way? And why did I feel like they were my only person? And is that coming from a place of truth, or is it coming from a place of fear? It's a good time to be sort of introspective on where the emotions are coming from, and not just taking them at face value, really using, again, both logic and emotions to discern, is my mind validating what I'm feeling just because I don't want to believe something else is true? Balance. Yeah, that's key there. All right, Scorp, I'm really interested in this. So, what deck should we pull from? I'm trying to decide if I want to clarify it or do a brand new message. Let's see. For my Scorpios. In fact, I don't want to like just gloss over this, because this is a heavier energy, but again, I'm here to help you guys find solutions, not just throw problems at you. So what is the missing link here? If Scorpio were to be given one piece of advice or guidance in terms of sort of bridging the gap sooner, because literally there is a bridge. You can get over those emotions, right? From one piece of land to another. What is like the key thing possibly missing right now for some of them? And I promise you it's something within yourself. Searching externally for an answer probably isn't what's helping you. So if you are the type of Scorpio who maybe doesn't like to do the healing work and maybe leapfrog from one situation to another, I'm not here to judge you, right? I think that's a very human thing we all do. But eventually it catches up with you. You're like, oh no, really? Like what the light that's being shed on this situation, this dark situation, that it's something inside of you that needs to feel fulfilled by seeking love in another. So it's bringing it back to you, making you realize you're always enough. You're always whole enough. You are your own support system, no one else, right? Ooh, those came right out. You got the Eight of Wands twice. Yeah, forward movement. There's like a buoyancy and an optimism to the Eight of Wands. It's Sagittarian, right? It's Cupid love arrows, right? The archer, right? So it's forward movement, swift and rapid action into the new chapter of your life, into the next stage of life. Something exciting with the Six of Wands, presenting yourself. I'm hearing like a viable option. Seeing yourself as worthy, as deserving of other people's affection and romantic prospects, their admiration. Yeah, and then, I mean, the Tower, again, more Mars energy, a lot of kind of Aries, Scorpionic, Mars ruled energy here. So yeah, I think you got too comfortable in the Tower. It could be that you were waiting to hear back from an ex or just waiting on something, and it's not to say it won't work out ever, but for the time being, universe is saying maybe we should cut that out. Maybe we should stop always returning to that person or that state of emotion, because the thing is, it's not that comfortable. This isn't really something you celebrate and look forward to. It's like okay, there's clearly some sort of lesson I'm supposed to be learning, but again, you have to dig deeper. What is that lesson? Don't just settle for, oh, nothing ever works out, because I promise that's not the lesson. These cards indicate great things are going to work out, but in a sense, it is within this period of introspection that's where like there's the illumination of, oh, I was stuck in the Tower. I couldn't see the forest from the trees, right? It's dark. You're dancing with the devil, I always say, right? In the Tower. So yeah, with some sort of liberation, that's what eights are in tarot, you're finally going to see something you weren't able to see before when you were sort of stuck in this state. So know that by putting an ending to that cycle or just moving out of it, moving through it, and I think it's fluid, right? Healing is not always a linear process. Sometimes you scrape your knee and then you got to get back up, or you fall off the horse and you got to get back up, right? It's be kind to yourself, be gentle to yourself, but know that you are working towards building greater stability in any area of your life, be it career or romantic. All right. So eventually you get your wings. You feel inspired to fly again, to test the waters, however you want to say it. It's almost like you're carrying a new torch now. You have I'm hearing the word like adventure, but almost like a new lease on life, Phoenix from the ashes. I guess that's what I would say. You have a new purpose. You have a new mission. And I think it's to take advantage of possibly what some of you feel like was wasted time on whatever this was. Ultimately, it was something that defied your expectations. It didn't work out the way you had thought or hoped or planned or anticipated. But again, the story doesn't end there. It's what you do with those lessons and apply it in the next chapter. That's where you're going to see a huge reward and victory, Scorpio. So, all right, let's transition, because I did want to help you with this. I didn't want to gloss over, but the thing is, most of you're moving past it. You have Eight of Wands. Did I say Eight of Swords earlier? I might have Eight of Wands twice. So this is moving away. Some of you may have an opportunity to travel in the coming weeks or months. All right. Scorpio, we're going to do one more message on love. What deck do I want to use? I don't feel inspired by any of these. Do you want to do that one? I guess we'll do. Why not? We'll do this one. All right. So let's tap into some new Scorpio energy. Actually, let's go off of this. This certainly could represent a job offer for some of you, right? You may get word that someone wants to bring you on board to their team or work with you. I'm going to read this through the lens of love, though, just because I feel like it's headed in that direction. So let's see. But know that you can always change the lens in which you view these messages, if it resonates, if it fits. So what's coming in for love for Scorpio? Let's tap into a group of Scorpios who are looking for love, who are ready for love, Scorpios who've done their healing work, putting themselves out there. Messages in love for Scorpio. Let's see. So the Hanged Man in reverse, so possibly something you've been waiting on for a while. It's finally starting to transform and come in. A lot of you were keeping yourself stuck because you weren't quite ready to make amends with this or to actually release and let it go. When you release something, you get a lot coming in. Yeah, what are you sacrificing currently? Are you willing to let it go to embrace something new, something bigger, something more in alignment with your heart, with your values, with who you are? Is my deck in reverse? All right, so then you have the Five of Wands. Let me just show you this Five of Wands. It's rather sexual. So maybe there's going to be competition for your attention. Queen of Cups. Possibly a water sign is interested in you, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So Scorpio, I think that you actually have a water sign who's been eyeing you for a while, but for some reason they weren't coming in, and maybe because I don't know if they psychically knew or you flat out, this person knows your life. There was a reason why they were holding back and not coming in, because they didn't want to be in competition for your affection. That's what this is, right? It's a dick measuring competition, right? Let's just call a spade a spade. Yeah, I think this person is quite literally waiting. The cups are like resting, right? Like they're not giving out any offers. And yes, they're on her boobies, right? This is badass tarot. It's super wacky, but really fun deck. But do you see how many, it's like having stars in your eyes. Like the backdrop of this is just like, oh my God, I love Scorpio. I can't stop thinking about them. But it's like their hands were tied. They weren't able to come in because they knew that you had someone else in the running. And so this person won't be competition. Like if they're going to come in, they're going to come in when you're single. So in that case, I like this person because they have integrity. They're not trying to mix it up and be this whole third party thing. That's what I get from this message anyway. Let's see. Yeah, somebody may be very voluptuous. There's definitely a lot of kind of like sexual messages here, just, you know, to be very blunt. So, and there you are. Crack. What does that mean? Like a crack or a bang or a pop, or I'm hearing like sound effects. I don't know what that is. I didn't mean the drugs, by the way. Crack, crack, pop, bang, swish, bang, boom. I'm hearing like sound effects, almost like comic book-esque, like, you know, Batman comes through the sky, swoosh, like it's that. I'm seeing those types of like big, those words have a certain name. What are those called? Like sound effect names or words, or I don't know why I'm lingering on that. It just seemed important for some of you. For some of you, a Capricorn is coming in, or possibly another Scorpio. Somebody who has a really beautiful smile. Gosh, this is actually hypersexualized. So, you know, that's great. You know, get it, Scorpio. But I'm not sure what else I need to tell you about this. Hold on. Ace of Pentacles. So a new offer does come in, and okay, so the whole thing of those, you know, pop, wow, you know, fizz, bang, all that. Like, I know I sound ridiculous saying all that, but it's almost like something, it catches you the way a tower moment would, and it's shocking and out of nowhere. I think it's like this person comes out of nowhere, or something about it. It's very intriguing, enticing, it's exciting, it's sort of unusual. You're very curious about what this is. And maybe some of you are literally watching this and you just are curious. That would make sense. But yeah, I don't know. A diamond in the rough. This has a lot of potential. But you hold the key to unlock that door to that potential. So are you willing to, essentially, using these keys and doors metaphors, are you willing to close the door on something that just didn't work out? Or are you still going to, you know, wait and hope it comes through? You can do whatever you want, Scorpio. You have free will. But I think the longer you linger on what could have been, shoulda, coulda, woulda, is living in the past, right? I think you are actually delaying something really cool coming in that, like, it has a lot of potential. It has the ability to take flight, to soar, to... yeah, I don't know, to take it to the next level. Maybe it's like you're leveling up in the romantic partnership you're seeking. Because yeah, there's someone watching you on social media, and I think they're confused about whether you're still single, or you may have posted something. If you are on social media, you may have posted something that was a little bit, I'm hearing the word incriminating, but almost giving the idea of, I don't know how to express this, but whatever, a Facebook post, an Instagram post that essentially was doing a little bit of a woe is me, like my ex hurt me again, or like almost just like I'm so fed up with dating apps, and but like this like a lot of energy was being put into something that was fueled by kind of some negativity or hatred or lackluster emotions. So I think this person read that or saw that, and they're a little standoffish because they're like, maybe not standoffish, but they're holding back because they want to make sure that you're in a good state to accept love offers, because you may be giving off the impression that like you've been wounded by someone. And I'm not saying you haven't. That's valid. But essentially, if you are looking to usher a new partnership, I would be careful what you're sort of parading online. And I'm going to say it, Scorp, this is a tough love message, but sort of parading the idea of victimhood. Well, someone has scorned me, or however you want to say it, someone has broken my trust. And I get it. I think sometimes social media is a place people do that because we so desperately want someone to love and care for us when we are feeling hurt. And I'm not saying you can't do that, but essentially if it's coming from a lower vibing place of just needing validation from other people, you're blocking yourself twice, or blocking your blessings twice, because that's a roundabout way of really understanding that the internal work needs to come from you, not from others, coddling you, right? And I know this is a tough love message, but I do say it with compassion. And then also you're blocking your blessings too, because someone else is seeing that you're clearly kind of broken and hurt. And it's not that they don't feel for you, they do, but they also sense, well, it's not my job to come in and fix Scorpio. And I don't think you really want that. I don't know what you want. I can only guess and assume, but I'm getting the idea that, feeling like someone did you wrong, you're very quick to tell that to everybody. And so every statement is an I statement, Scorpio. Turn it back to yourself. What is the work that you need to do in order to just heal yourself? It has nothing to do with justifying the past or what people did to you. It's about stepping into your truth and empowering yourself. Your wounds are your wisdom. When you start to do that and literally raise your vibration, right? Something else comes in for you when this person knows there's no competition. It's not that they're cowardly, it's that they sense that you have very mixed emotions on what you want right now, or how you're wanting to proceed. But yeah, this is showing up as an Ace of Pentacles, so it's a good opportunity. It's so funny. I just keep hearing those noises like pop. It's like the cereal, snap, crackle, pop. I don't know what that is, but I don't know. Comic books, sound effects. I don't know. Maybe that's someone's job. Maybe that will make sense to some of you in the future, right? Small confirmations. Maybe you'll see that word on a billboard or something, and it'll be, I don't know. Something about that could be very like a synchronicity later, but I'm not sure what to do with it, but I keep seeing it over and over and over. So I think this is a person who potentially wants to give you their heart. And it's a divine pairing, right? The King and Queen of Cups, these two could work very well together. So what's the holdup? What's the hangman? Who isn't willing to transform and, again, release what isn't serving them so that they can expedite their journey into new chapters and new romantic partners and whatever this is? It's like the opportunity is right there. You're not going to miss out on this. It will always be there, but are you ready? I think logically you're ready, but emotionally you're still kind of working through it. So, healing is a very personal thing, a personal process. There's no fixed timeline, but know that when you face what fears you internally, when you face what scares you internally, when you face that fear, beautiful rewards come out on the other end of it. And for a lot of you, it's finding someone who is, who's on the same page as you, someone who has similar values and similar things that they want in love and in romantic partnership. So, King and Queen of Cups, baby. Possibly another water sign. All right, Scorpio, that's what I got for you. I'm going to leave you with that this week. If you made it this far, please remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next Monday for more tarot. Bye, Scorpio.